today I'm going to be doing a Chipotle mukbang, or mukbang, I don't know what it's called. Not just any mukbang or mukbang. I'm going to be telling a story also. I kind of hate myself for doing this video. Like, I don't really hate myself, but I like hate myself for doing this video. I went to Chipotle. If you didn't know, I'm like really obsessed with Chipotle. Like, I can eat it every day. Chipotle haul consists of my water cup, which I got lemonade in. I'm not supposed to do that, but like, and then I got some chips, which I normally don't get, but I was like, you know, I'm doing a video, why not like spice it up a little bit. And then I got a bowl. So before I start with the story, I'll just tell you like my Chipotle order and stuff. In my bowl, I get white rice, steak, black beans, cheese, guac, and lettuce. It's pretty simple. And then if I eat there, I put the like green Tabasco sauce on it. If you guys just eat your Chipotle like they already have it and you just like bite into it, there's something wrong with you. How could you not eat your Chipotle all mixed together? I'll start my story as I mix my bowl together. Okay, so this story is I don't know if this is a stupid story. I don't know if it's gonna make much sense. Most of the things I say don't really make much sense, but you know, just follow along and I think you'll get it. Basically, this story happened in December. It was Christmas time. I think it was like almost winter break because I like saw Christmas lights before. So it starts out by me babysitting this family, and I live pretty close to them. That will be like relevant in the story, like as I go on, you'll see. But yeah, I live pretty close to them. It was a really chill night. I was just babysitting like 6 to like 11 or like midnight or something. I fed them dinner, we ate pizza, blah blah blah. And then after dinner, like they got ready for bed and it was like around 8, so it was like their bedtime. So I put them to bed. I was sitting in the room with them for like an hour or so. And this is the part where it gets a little creepy. So I was sitting in the living room. So their house is one story. I don't really know if that like will contribute to the story at all. I'm just giving you guys an idea so you can kind of like imagine this in your head. The first bite. The first bite is always the most satisfying. Okay. Said I'm sitting in the living room. I'm like on my phone, texting my friends. The TV was on. The dog was laying with me. This is so good. It's like around 10:45. The parents didn't really give like an exact time they were coming home, which didn't matter because like you're babysitting, like expect them to come home whenever they want, hanging out, whatever. And then someone rings the doorbell. And I was like, okay, it's like almost 11 o'clock. Why would the neighbors be ringing the doorbell? Even though there could have been lots of little scenarios why the doorbell could have rang, in my head, in my paranoid head, I was still very scared. So as soon as I heard that doorbell ring, I'm like I froze. I'm like, oh no. So I get up from the couch, and when you like get up from the couch and you kind of like step over, you can see the front door. So I see the front door and I'm about to go walk towards it. And then I look at the door handle. I'm getting so scared. And then I look at the door handle and someone's jiggling the door handle. Like they're trying to like open the door. So in my head, in this moment, I'm like, holy. I just stand there because I'm just so confused. Like, why would someone ring the doorbell and then be jiggling the door handle at almost 11 o'clock at night? If they were the neighbors, I feel like they'd know not to ring the doorbell. And then I started thinking like, oh, maybe it's like some dumb kids like trying to doorbell ditch. But why would they like play with the door handle? In those moments, I basically started to freak out. I think about like all the things that I was taught to do, like if someone's like trying to break into your house. I kind of just like go around, I make sure the back door is locked, I make sure like the garage door is locked. Scared me. I just make sure that all the doors are locked. And then I call up my grandpa. At this time, my grandparents were at a party, but as I said in the beginning, we live really close, so I was thinking, oh, maybe my grandpa can just come over and like check out the house, because I didn't want to go straight to calling the cops, because I was like, oh, maybe I'm just super paranoid, maybe I just thought the door was like jiggling, but it really was. I called my grandpa, and then my grandpa was like, no, like I think you do need to call the cops. So, and he's like, if you don't think it's that big a deal, if nothing else is happening, just call the non-emergency line. I'm calling the non-emergency line, and the lady's like, is this an emergency? Like all this stuff, like what's your name? And she was just trying to like ask me questions that would distract me, you know what I mean? So she was like, oh, like what school do you go to? Like, why are you babysitting? Like, where are the parents? And then she started asking like, what's the kids' names? Like, what's the address? Like, blah, blah, blah. As I'm on the phone with this lady, like the non-emergency line, the dog literally goes up to the back window. Like the window's like above the sink, and he starts like jumping on the sink and like barking at the window. So I was like, oh my god, like they're in the backyard. And he like barks at the window, and then he like chases the ceiling to the back door, like the back door. At this point, I just feel like I'm in a horror movie. Like, I'm just freaking out. I'm trying to think of like the little things that I could do, like where could I hide, like just so dramatic. But at the same time, like if anyone was in this situation, you'd be like, oh my god. My grandma told me to text the mom of the people that I'm babysitting. So I text her, and she was like, oh my gosh, we're coming home. I'm like, no, like, don't come home. Like, I got this. Like, the police are coming to, like, check everything out. I was like, okay, like, I understand. Like, if I was a parent, I'd come right home also. So I'm just staring at the front door, like, waiting for the police to come. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, thinking that the police would definitely come before, like, the family would come home. Here's someone jiggling the door again. So I start freaking out once again, but then it was just the family coming home. I would definitely think that like the police would come right away, especially if someone's like trying to break into your house. Family comes home, I'm sitting down with them, and they're like kind of calming me down, and then I just told them like everything that happened, and then she was walking me out to my car, saw a car like drive down the street and then like turn around and come towards us, and it was the police car, and I was like, oh, like, you came here. By the way, let me tell you, they came like an hour and 30 minutes late. And the policeman is so rude. He was just so rude. And I was like, oh no, yeah, like it happened a while ago. I think it's okay now. And he's like, yep, it's okay, bye. He's like, I didn't see anything. And then he just like drove off. And I'm like, really? We don't know what that was. I mean, it could have been just like dumb kids like trying to mess with us. I don't know. That was pretty much my whole story. I don't even know if this Chipotle like mukbang was a thing in this video because I just mostly talked about the story. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little story time. Let me know if you want more story times. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and always be commenting video requests. And I will see you guys in my next video.